Alright, so I'm going to try and do this in one take. I don't like to edit, so hopefully I can get this done in one take. But right now, I'm going to be doing my first ever fish room tour. I've been on YouTube for maybe a year and a half. Surprisingly, I have not done a fish room tour video yet. I decided, you know what, why not? Let's do it. So I have 9 tanks up and running right now. I could do 10. I do have some laying around. But 9 currently. I have 7 down here. I have 2 upstairs. And the ones upstairs, I have this little UNS 20-gallon community tank. I have a bunch of random stuff in there. I have some rainbow stiffodons. I have some Pseudomugio, Pseudomugio luminatus. And I also have these fish called Australian Medakas. That's what they were sold to me as, but they are live bears, so they couldn't be Medaka or Ricefish. So I think they're, what I found online is they're actually called Australian mosquito fish. But yeah, those are cool. And then I have my saltwater up there as well. I have some yellowtail damsels. I have a flame angel, and I have a pair of clownfish. So yeah, I have those up there. But down here is where I have the majority of my tanks. I have 7 tanks down here. And yeah, so let's begin with this one. This is one of my favorite tanks. It's a ADA tank. It's 17 gallons. This is like kind of like all ADA stuff. So I guess we can start from like the tank, right? It's an ADA tank, ADA Amazonia substrate, ADA light. I have some lily pipes here as well, also from ADA. I got a lot of these things from Japan, the light, the lily pipes. Yeah, the surface skimmer by ADA as well, the Vupa 2, that's from Japan. But yeah, for my lily pipes, going back to these guys, I have to wait until my friend gives me his canister filter. Then I can connect that to the pipes, and I can actually use it for filtration. Just right now, I'm just running an air pump in this tank just temporarily until I can get that canister filter. I have some CO2. I'm running 1 bubble per second. And for plants, I have some dwarf baby tears. Not looking the very best. I didn't get it in the best condition, so I'm trying to save it. I'm trying to, or not save. Well, I think I can save it, but it's not that bad. But I'm just trying to, you know, revive it, and I'm trying to grow it in. I also have some Ludwigia, Super Red, Repins. Really beautiful stem plant. That again is growing in. It doesn't look the very best. So yeah, hopefully, you know, that can grow in and look really nice. This is probably the best looking, or well, as of right now, the best looking plant, because it's, you know, the shape, the leaves look great. It's the Alternantheria renekii, the Rosenberg. I forget how to actually pronounce it, but it's, you know, that one with the leaf, or the lines on the leaves. That pattern's really cool, and it's looking really nice behind these dragonwood pieces. I also have some boosts that I just threw into Transave, and you see like the carpets kind of, yeah, that just came up. So yeah, but yeah, just some boosts I threw in, you know, that can grow in. And I also have this guy. It's it was sold to me as Echinodorus Gonzalo, or something like that. But it's one of those rare Echinodorus species, so that's cool. Hopefully I can grow it. It grows big, so I'm probably gonna have to move it. It's gonna outgrow this little corner, but just for now, I mean, just since it's small, it's cool to have it right there. But yeah, and I have the 88 light screen. I forgot to mention that. That's really cool. I like that. You know, I ordered that online, and yeah, you know, it really makes the tank look fantastic. So pretty much in all 88 tank, I have like pretty much every other than the CO2 kit, everything's like ADA, the Vupa, the pipes, the tank, the light, and the light screen. So yeah, really cool tank. Oh, and for fish, actually, I have some autos. I have some autos around the tank. I have some German blue rams who currently have ick. I'm treating for ick right now. I have a pair of those guys. I have some really nice looking black phantom tetras, and I have this beta. It's just a normal red beta. I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't want it. I don't really want it in here. And I also have an Amazon puffer. He's hiding. I just added him, so he's kind of shy. But yeah, so that's this tank. So moving on, I have this tank right here. It's a mini paludarium. I did a video on this tank recently. I have some buces, mosses, some different ferns. I have some bulbituses. So yeah, a bunch of different plants. It looks really great. I want to add some more plants. It looks a little on the, you know, you know, lesser side, and partially the reason for that is the mister. And I learned from this. The mister actually kind of like ran out of the water. Like, you know, the mist is what is water, right? It's coming out and then it's just gonna evaporate, and the water level will lower at a faster rate. So I wasn't prepared for that, and the mister didn't have any water to mist out, I guess, because the water level was so low, and a lot of these bulbitises kind of melted. So I'm gonna have to find some new plants, but still looks really great. It's an 88 tank, 88 light. I don't have any fish in this tank. I don't plan on having any fish. If anything, it would just be some shrimp, just some ghost shrimp. I don't want to risk any cherry shrimp because, you know, I don't know. The water level is very low and I have no filtration. But yeah, so that's this tank. Maybe actually throw in some snails as well. But it's a cool little paludarium. People like the fog or the mist in this tank, and yeah, it's really nice. I like it. All right, moving on. I have some Mudskippers right here. I have two different species. This small little guy is an Indian Mudskipper, and these two bigger ones are graceful Mudskippers. Now these guys are in fresh. I'm gonna add some salt over the next few days to kind of convert them into low brackish. The Indian, actually, I wasn't. It's kind of surprising how I got this guy at the fish store. He was actually found in one of their tanks. Like, they thought they sold out of the Indian Mudskippers, and they put puffers in that tank, like some big puffers, target puffers, one of those, you know, giant, or not, well, like those like aggressive freshwater puffer species. Yeah, they put those in the Mudskipper tank, you know, because they thought they sold out. But I think like a few days later, they saw this guy hanging on the side of the glass, and I guess it may, you know, makes sense why you would miss him. He's so small. But yeah, I guess that's how he survived, right? The puffers could not get him if he was on the side of the glass, above the water. So yeah, that's really cool. And that's really cool how he survived. And my gracefuls right here, really cool, different species. I haven't seen any aggression between the two species. I mean, they really look the same, honestly. Like, I wouldn't be able to, well, other than like the dorsal fin, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So yeah, they are living happily. Have a little air pump. This tank, this background's just like foam, I think styrofoam. And yeah, I just got this as a kit at my local fish club. There was a raffle I won, so I got this tank. Anyways, moving on, I have some Ricefish. I have some white Medaka Ricefish in here. These baby ones, or these smaller ones, were sold to me as platinum Ricefish. Platinum Ricefish, yeah. They and I guess they're a higher grade because my you can see, I don't know if you can kind of see, but like these smaller ones have a better shade of white than these guys, the bigger ones that I bought them for. And I paid a little bit more for the platinum, so I guess it makes sense. But yeah, I'm just gonna let them you know, interbreed. They're both Medaka Ricefish. I don't care about the grade really, because here in Hawaii, not a lot of people want these guys. So I feel like you can make a profit just, you know, breeding any kind of white Medaka Ricefish. So I have 12 of them in here, and I have the breeding mop. And in the morning, I haven't collected eggs, or they haven't laid eggs. I've been looking for this past like 2 days. They haven't laid eggs yet, but when they do, or when they will start laying eggs, they will lay the eggs in the breeding mop. I'll take it off and look in there for eggs. If I see eggs, I'll put them in a cup and let the eggs hatch. So yeah, really cool. Here I have some Pseudomugio cyanodorealis, and these guys are a brackish water Pseudomugio. They are really beautiful. It's hard to see because of the lighting, but the males have really fantastic finnage. Same thing, I'm trying to get them to breed. I have a breeding mop right there. So yeah, I actually did collect eggs for these guys the other day. So yeah, I'm trying to get those eggs to hatch, but hopefully they can lay again. And yeah, have the breeding mop. Simple tank. I don't want to put that many plants because I don't want them laying the eggs in the plants, because, you know, I just want all the eggs to be in the breeding mop. Same for this guy. And yeah, and I have a filter in there, and I also have an air pump because when I got them, they were really gasping for oxygen. So I added the air pump, and they're fine now. Same for this guy. I have like for this tank, I have a internal sponge filter or box filter or box sponge filter. I don't know the exact name, but I got that from Japan. So yeah, and yeah, these guys are really beautiful. The males, when they color up, oh, they are fantastic. I want to get a light on them actually, or a light on this tank so I can actually see them, or see them better. Anyways, in here, it's kind of an empty tank, but I have this guy, and actually you see him better here. This is my Arrowhead puffer. This guy is an absolute beast. He is so much fun to feed. He stays still most of the time. Sometimes I'll see him swimming around, but most of the time, like, yeah, I'm surprised he's actually kind of moving right now, but most of the time he's very still. He's an ambush predator, so I'll throw in some feeder shrimp, sometimes feeder guppies, and then when they are by his mouth, he will just pounce on them. It's really fun to watch this guy eat. And yeah, he's really cool. And I always wanted one of these types of puffers. They're kind of rare. They're kind of expensive too. So yeah, hopefully I can keep this guy, you know, alive for as long as I can. Or yeah, but really cool. He looks like a potato. I don't know, maybe I'll name him Potato, but yeah, he's really neat. All right, final tank. And actually, I'll show you guys these guys. These are the cups that I will have the eggs, and I have the Sumigyo eggs in there. I have some moss. This cup is for these guys. These are gold Madakas. I have a pair only. I could get more, but I just wanted to get a pair at first. And at the store, I caught the female that was holding eggs. I gotta look in them. I got these guys yesterday, so I gotta look at them in the mop to see if there's eggs. But yeah. And when there is eggs in the mop, I'll put them in here. And I don't have anything in this cup, but this cup is for the white Madakas. And I have I have all of these 4 tanks on this one air pump, and it's pretty good. I split the gold Madaka tank and the Mudskipper tank right here, and then over here is just like where everything, you know, everything connects. Yeah, right there and right there. So yes, this is all of my fish room, or this all of my fish room has to offer. If you have any questions about any fish, or if you want to see I guess maybe like a more in detailed video about certain species or tanks or whatever, let me know. I'll be happy to do so. But yeah, I have my kind of breeding stuff over here: puffer, Mudskipper, paludarium, and my Aquascape. So yeah, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any more oh yeah, I guess I said that already. Yep. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.